Bro, that is crazy. I was not expecting that. A sea of gold. I'm going to review ohnePixel's inventory. Because, I mean, bro, he barely streams. And then when he does stream, he doesn't even show his inventory. Because he doesn't even get on Counter-Strike. So I think we should sit down and take a look at his time capsule inventory, which he hasn't touched in the last 2 years since he hasn't even been on Counter-Strike in the last 2 years. Don't forget to make fun of his NFTs. Somebody link me his NFTs as well. We'll also take a look at that. Okay. So guys, if you don't know who ohnePixel is, he's a Roblox streamer. He's a Minecraft streamer. He sometimes hops on Counter-Strike if he's feeling up to it. What else does he play? Clash Royale. I've seen him on Counter-Strike before, though, for sure. Anyways, let's see what we got. Level 667. Meow 67. Pretending to be Chinese to get people in China to add him, probably. Hey, have you heard that skins make you play the game better? Try Skins Monkey, a trading site where you can instantly trade skins safely and easily. Pick your skins, explore thousands of available items, and then trade to get new ones right away. And if it's your first time, you could use code ARROW to get up to $5 for free on your first trade. And if you want to buy skins, with code ARROW, you'll get an extra 5% on top of the 30% deposit bonus every time. That's, let me get a calc, 35% more skins. They also have daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways, so use code ARROW to trade out your old skins and buy new ones. Link is in the description. As soon as we hop in, the inventory's value is $332,000. Not too shabby. I'm just gonna go by order. Most recently, he actually has been picking up some charms, baby carrot CT, and some baby carrot T, and some semi-preciouses. These ones aren't even special pattern though. Like 83k, 84k. That's nothing too crazy. Wasn't this number one? We got an MP9 Pandora's box. Why is it number 3 though? Oh my god. So this guy came through, made a brand new number 1 float, crafted it. And then I believe Oni was trying to buy that one. Then another one came about, crafted by this guy named Dyson. Crazy, crazy, crazy number 1. Ended up getting beaten. Unfortunate. That thing was worth probably like $2,000-$3,000. He bought it off this guy named Command. Yikes. But it doesn't end there. If you've never seen Oni's inventory before, you're going to see a lot of this golden border right here, and also a lot of this silver border. That basically means number 1 float. Lowest float in the world. It can't get lower than that. Or highest float. Then, of course, there's the USPS stainless. I'm sure you guys all know of this skin. The iBuyPower and Titan Hollow. Low-key, maybe one of his best skins. I'm just saying that off the rip. This is such a satisfying skin to use. Titan, Crown, iBuyPower. Like, just insanely clean. The iBuyPower, looking at the other two, it's great. Next up, Emphroness Knight. This one's cool, but there's plenty of other skins that I would choose over this one from his inventory. This one... Guys, I need you to keep a secret. I don't even know if I should be saying this. But Oni won't be watching this, so it's okay. This one is number 1 right now. I don't know how much longer that'll last. We have to keep that on the down low. 4x Chris J gold. It's number 1 for now. Another iBuyPower and Titan. You'll notice a lot of iBuyPower Titans. That's called a Fire and Ice Katowice Holocraft. He owns a few of them. We'll keep seeing more. This thing, very expensive. But, in my opinion, it looks so much worse in CS2. Golden Koi got ruined in CS2. It doesn't even look like the same Golden Koi. Obviously, some people are going to like it. But to me, I think it's way too bright. Like, you can't even see the skin. It's just a mirror deagle at this point. Where is the gold? Exactly. Pattern 955. Major winner. I believe JL had this when he won the major. Very nice. Not the best AKK sword in the game, but still very nice. Oh, Rops had it. Rops had it. Rops had it. My fault. Some random stickers, some random skins. This is from the $500,000 unboxing. He got a Titan and a 3D Max, of course. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Bro, this is crazy that he unboxed an M9 vanilla during the $500,000 unboxing. There was a chance this could have been the most expensive thing we opened. If he didn't get a Titan, if I didn't get a Clan Mystic, if Tim the Tatman didn't get a Dignitas Hollow, this probably was up there with like 4th or 5th, maybe even 6th or 7th most expensive skin that was unboxed that day. And then another M9. That was a crazy, crazy, crazy day. I don't even know about this one. Number 1 Cali camo. That's pretty cool. So he is still buying number 1s. Because this one is new. What? Nah, I must have just got updated. But he bought it within the last 6 months. Very cool, very cool. So Oni still is buying number 1s. Even if I don't like... Or even if we don't know about it. This is a very cool Galil skin. It's a souvenir from Kato 2014. He also has some dualies from Kato 2014. But the only unfortunate thing about this, if this Eye by Power was here or here, when you shoot the Galil, it would have made the sticker chomp. So there's a couple Eye by Power hollow Galils out there that are chompers. Unfortunately, this is not one of them. You'll see the VP chomps instead. See how his jaw goes down? Would have been cool to also see the Eye by Power there, but it's all right. Number 1 highest float Mac 10 Stalker. That's pretty insane. The Mr. Beast Mac 10. Bro, how is it so orange? I feel like that wasn't the original design of the skin. It's just maybe glitched in CS2 or something. Actually pretty cool. Then we have the 5-7 pussy pattern. I don't even think Oni owns this one. I think it's on lease. Or like on loan. I'm pretty sure. Wait, what the hell? Why does that charm look like that? Why is it pink like a... you know? That's actually smart. That's a smart charm craft. 4 times Dignitas, 5-7 pussy pattern, pattern 909, with the pink... Yeah, the pink charm. Then he also bought the souvenir Dragon Lore, I think 2 years ago. I remember we were sitting on a server. He wasn't even live. I wasn't even live. And he was just like, Ero, do you like this up? Is this one better than this? And then this is one of the ones that he was really vibing with. I still think, like, he probably should have just gotten a factory new one. Field tested's a little bit scuffed, but it's nice. It's nice, especially since he likes Columbus stickers. It's fair. I think he should have gotten factory new, especially with how rare the factory new ones are. Another PG fit, another USP. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to skip over stuff like this, or we'll be here for too long. More charms, a lot of random charms. Oh no, they're not. These are special pattern IDs. A very high pattern, pattern 999, 9999. Shout out Juice World. 2025. That's the year that we're in right now. That's pretty cool. This is a special 888 charm, which will probably be popular in China. And then, oh, this is a triple web M9. I'll equip this, and then I'll also equip the gloves when we get to that. 1, 2, 3 webs, and those are real webs too. Those are not fake webs. Very cool. Minimal wear. Then we have the the well-worn pattern. What am I saying? This is the well-worn Medusa high float with a mouse. The reason why it's well-worn instead of factory new, green witch. It changes colors to like a more greeny, darker color when it gets higher float. Oh, rank 3. Rank 3 titty craft? What the? It's nice. Was this number 1 at one point? That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It was number 1 at some point. But then this one sold for $2 on the Steam Community Market. And this one also got unboxed. Unfortunate. Okay. Moving on, we got some King Snakes. He unboxed these ones. Bro, why does he have so many non-number 1s just sitting around? Oh no. This one was just crafted. So there's 2 lower float ones now, since he got his hands on that one. Prey, Mac 10 Fade, highest float. Golden Koi, Anodized Navy. Just trying to see if there's anything else, like, that needs to be referenced. That needs to be... Oh, is this the one that was one off of a Titan Hollow? It might be. It might be. Or no, I think he applied that one onto the Op Lightning Strike. I remember that now. And then that was the same day I blocked NIP on Twitter. I still haven't unblocked them. I have to support my friend, you know? Oh, guys, this 5.7 coolant, this skin right here is how I became friends with ohnePixel in 2021. Check this out. When I sold it to him for $80, it was the #1 lowest float in the world. So that would have been the day that we met as well. 4/12, no. It would have been 6/19/2021, or it would have been a week or two after that, because I bought it from Dennis, and I sold it like a week or two later. So over 4 years and 3 months ago was the first time we talked. And since then, it's gone from #1 lowest float to #5 lowest float. I also applied these stickers. Guys, at the time, it was a good deal. Of course, there's always a risk of a #1 getting beaten, especially when it's in an actively dropping collection like this. This is crazy. That's so many zeros. Moving on. Plenty of knives and gloves that have been unboxed. Another Kato. He probably unboxed that one. Oh my god. Guys, the lore of this one is insane. The guy who owned this, I think, had it since like 2014 or something like that. Crafted it himself. He didn't even know what he had. We had to add him on Steam and then like just spam, bam, bang, 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 bang. Oni didn't even know about this. He probably still doesn't even know about this. We were spamming him for so long, like, yo, you got a $5,000 op here, like, just in case you want to sell it and get a free $5,000, because it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything, you know? We went through all the links to try and get in contact with him, like adding his friends on Steam, going through all of his groups, you know? He got woken up and it was like, oh my god, yeah, this thing is crazy. Then it was a bidding war between MVP Haas and Oni. I think MVP was like, yeah, I can do $4,000. Oni was like, I can do $5,000. Back and forth and back and forth. I believe Oni ended up paying $6,000 for this. And if it wasn't for me like spamming the guy to wake him up from his slumber, this never would have gotten sold or anything. So the fact that we even know that the skin, or like that a lot of people know what the skin is because we went out and found him. How much would it be now? I mean, someone probably would spend $10,000 on it because it's an iBuyPower Titan Safari Mesh. Best pause. It's a crazy good skin. But yeah, I've never said that lore until right now. This is an IP that was one away from the Titan Hollow. Sheesh. Radiation Hazard. This one's really cool. Legion of Anubis. #1 highest float. That doesn't look right. Bro, there are now... Bro, I remember he got the #1. It got beaten. He got the new #1. It got beaten. It got beaten again. And then he waited. It got beaten again. He bought that one. And then it's since been beaten 3 more times. I felt so bad. I was like, you know what? I'll bite the bullet as well. I'll also get a high float one. Just so when yours get beat, mine also gets beat. And mine got beaten. There's one that's now in between this one and the old #1. So I got the #2. It then also got beaten. Yeah. Bro, Legion of Anubis is... It was literally an actively dropping case for 5 years. Of course it's going to keep getting beaten and beaten and beaten. It wasn't that big of a surprise. Why buy #1s that aren't discontinued? Good question. I've learned my lesson for sure. Just because of the Legion of Anubis. And it wasn't even mine. We also got Royal Paladin, Chromatic Aberration #1. We got an XOXO #1. Bro, why? I don't know why we're buying Snakebite Collection. It's not even that many 9s. It must have been cheap. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. This used to be the #1 X-Ray. It was made into a Bitcoin miner, which was a glitch name tag back in the day. You see how it... you wouldn't be able to see it here. And also, I'm not on the right account. I have some, but I'm not on the right account. This is a really cool #1. The #1 highest flow AK Vulcan. This will never be beaten. Ever. Yeah. Really, really cool. Highest float Vulcan. If this gets beaten, that's heartbreaking. Because it's from such an expensive and such an old and such a rare case. And it's a red. It would just be super unlikely for that to get beat, ever. And then we also have the #1 highest float Fire Serpent. Bro, I could have bought this one as well. I think the guy only wanted like $1,000. And it also has Clan Mystic, LDLC, and Complexity. Like, such a such a cheap skin. Like, this is a skin that I should have bought. It's like one of the original guys who was trying to sell it hit me up. Why didn't you buy it? I know. I'm sorry. My bad. It's my bad. But also, you can't trade up to these, as far as I'm aware. Like, it's too hard. Some Stockholm capsules. Bro. That is crazy. I was not expecting that. A sea of gold. For this long, he's had these for like 4 years at this point. Since I met him, he started collecting floats. The fact that this many have stayed #1 is pretty impressive. This one unfortunately got beat. The tornado unfortunately got beat. That one is crazy to have gotten beat. Like, it must have just gotten registered. Yeah. Just randomly gets registered 2 years ago. So lame. And then the #1 chainmail. Oh. Yeah, Datloy's traded up to this one. He purposefully traded up to this one just to beat this #1. Nice. The Kamucho Dragon. The Predator. Unfortunate. The Dragon Lore. Also high float. Very similar to the Medusa. The Spider Lily. The Duelist. That is so nice. It's a little gift I gave him in like 2022, I think. Scratched Reason Hollow. Guys, W or L gift. 3x RMR, 1x Reason Hollow. I know he likes Reason Hollows on the Safari Mesh. W gift, W speed, W Kai Sanat. A little palm action. Oh, I think this might be the last Fire and Ice. We'll see. The Iba Power and Titan Hollow and LDLC Lightning Strike. He should apply another Kato on here to make it a 4x. That would be so nice. Like, he has the hollows too. Just apply one more, little bro. More #1s. #3 coprocessor. #3 Sand Dash. #3 Death Rattle. #5 Anodized Navy. That's not the craziest thing in the world. It makes sense from the late collection. #1 Graven is cool. Trades up to Fire Serpent. But the fact that this is still #1 is so awesome. The Prince Stream, super cool skin. Yo, that really sucks. Astro Jormungandr, this trades up to the Gungnir. Cerberus, that's a cool one. Because cash, you can't get that anymore. Oh, I used to own this. The highest float Graven. I swear I used to own this. Now I look schizo because it's not here. But I sold it to McLaurin. Like right here. Between this guy and this guy, I used to own it. What else? It's another souvenir skin, factory new. These are super rare in factory new. Guys, to me, Oni's inventory is like, if I had $300,000 lying around, it's what I would spend my money on a CS inventory. Cool float collection skins, souvenir skins, Katos. I'd probably more strive towards the Vox Hollows than like his Iba Power and Titan Hollows. Because Vox Hollows are just, you know, my personal favorite. But like, it's literally exactly what my taste is. And I mean, that's why we became friends as well. Just like overlapping taste and skins and whatnot. Because we would always be like, yo, should we buy this? Like, you want that? Okay, yeah, you go for that one. Og Momentum. Yikes. This is a cool one, though. The Masterpiece still has remained #1. That is nice. And then we start getting to the Katos again. Another Fire and Ice. Trigon. Is Nova Antique. Some unapplied Katos as well. But I think it gets really crazy on this last page right here. Oh. Bro! Yeah. That's unfortunate. I think this is where it gets really crazy, though, with the unapplied Katos. 3 Clan Mystics. 4 Virtus Pro Hollows. 4 Complexities. 5 Kato 3D Max Kato 2014s. 2 more Virtus Pros. A 4X Clan Mystic Nitro. And another 4X Clan Mystic Nitro. But guys, it might be the end of the inventory. You might think that's it. But we're not done. There was a point in time when Oni also owned a Reason Hollow sticker. $40,000 sticker. He kept the rest, but he sold the Reason Hollow. I have to mention this. He sold the Reason Hollow to buy NFTs. He put at least, I don't know exactly how much, but he put at least $40,000 into these Begans and other NFTs. We can look through here. Highest cost. What the hell? That's just a straight up poop? How does he have that? Here. This is the OpenSeas. Why does he have a poop? I mean, it's no different from the rest of these. Sorry. Bro, I never got into NFTs. Like, obviously there was money to be made, but it felt like too much of a pump and dump to me, and like of a scam, which was luckily a good call that I didn't get into them, because I probably would have degened really, really hard. Okay. So even just assuming it was the Reason Hollow and that was it, that was $40,000. But now it's saying the value is $22,000. But I know it was more than just the Reason Hollow. It'd be cool to see how much he paid for each one of these. This guy, I believe this is the most expensive one that he bought. He bought $250,000 worth of NFTs. But like, bro, that's just one stream. That's fine. That's nothing. That's nothing. That doesn't even matter. That's literally one co-stream. Let's see how much he paid for this one. Does that mean at the time it was $26,000? Or is that right now? Here we go. Estimated value on day of transfer, $26,000. See what the current offer is. Is that $250? $240? But guys, I'm sure, like, even though this is bad, I'm sure we've all made some mistakes in our life, you know? Like, this was 4 years ago. I'm sure he's learned, like, you know, NFTs are not the play. Let's just say a couple Reason Hollows probably went into this. Oh my god. $7,000 for this one. But guys, even at the end of the day, you can make fun of him for his NFT extravaganza, for going really hard into NFTs. But like, again, it's a lesson learned. It was probably fun while he was buying. And at the end of the day, the CS inventory is still $332,000. So like, could it have been 400K if he didn't sell the Reason Hollow and some other stuff that he also sold? Maybe. But who cares? Who cares? It's just a blip in the history. The CS inventory is still popping. And at least he still has some Kato Hollows still sitting around. I'm not even going to mention the Mac 10 Heat, okay? I'll leave this on the screen. But what I would say, in total, if I'm rating his inventory, I think for me, it's going to be a little bit higher than like what most people might say. It's probably like a 9 out of 10. I think the biggest thing is, though, he hasn't kept up with the modern times, you know? Because there's just no desire to be playing Counter-Strike lately. Like, his #1 game fell off. His last #1 was like from 6 months ago. He's got to keep up with the times, you know? I would say 9 out of 10, except like barely any charm crafts. I don't know, man. It basically is what my inventory would be if I was rich. We collect the same sort of thing. High floats, low floats, stickered items. But I'm like a little bit more into like the meme stickered things. So like your safari meshes and whatnot. But like, to be fair, Counter-Strike in CS2 versus Counter-Strike in Global Offensive is, at least right now, still not as good. And I think it's close, gameplay-wise, at least for me personally. I know a lot of people disagree with that. At least gameplay-wise, it is close to what CSGO was. But skin-wise, it's still like a little bit goofy. Also, I didn't even mention the gloves. Let me get back on the server. Bro, he's been busy playing Clash. Here's the gloves. Max Red. #1 pattern. Tier 1. 392. Crazy. Bro, I think these were like $20,000 or something. And then paired up with the M9. Crazy. But like, I remember only like 2-3 years ago, staying up long nights. Bro, look at the pattern. Look at the pattern. But maybe I'm just a nostalgia merchant right now, you know? Because I've lost a lot of friends, like, have quit CS. And it feels like, I mean, obviously, like, a lot of the streamers are still around because, you know, it's their job. Sorry for saying the J word. But, like, I know a lot of people that were just into collecting skins that have quit. It's like, the skins are way more washed out. Autotronics, Crimson Webs, everything that I collected doesn't look as good. Safari Meshes got cooked in CS2. I'll say that as well. Safari meshes just objectively look worse. This is not as good as what a Safari mesh used to look like. It's cool that it's on the new weapon model, but the skin is not as good. And that was literally my corner. Like, I loved Safari meshes. So, I get it. I get why people are quitting. I get why people are taking a step back. Like, you know what? I'll come back if it gets better again. And Oni is just, unfortunately, one of the victims of CS2. So, I'd say the inventory, 9 out of 10. Maybe even like a 9.5 out of 10. It needs some updating. That's all. Oni's Clash Battle Royale history. Bro, this was an hour ago. Bro, I swear every time I open up Clash, I see that he's on. Make sure to subscribe.